Namaste. Today in this podcast of Get Right to Education, we will listen about how to manage your stress, strengthening mental flexibility. Mind, emotions, and body are all closely interlinked and always work together. It helps you distinguish them more clearly if you try to understand them separately. Your mental capacities are your abilities to concentrate, to take in new information, to remember old and new information, and to be in a position to think logically. You need your mental capacity in order to study, to work, to impose a constructive and workable order on your life, and to make rational day to day decisions. For example, if you had the choice of walking to work or taking the car, the fact that it was raining hard and you had a cold could lead you to decision that it was better to take the car. That would be a rational decision based on the current circumstances. The mind is the rational logical part of you that helps you to make unemotional choices, to store and retrieve information, and to order and to calculate. It is the counterpart to the emotions. A good example of the interactions between mind and emotions is exam nerves. Your mental capacity has helped you to retain what you have revised. You know your stuffs, but when you enter the exam room and start getting emotional by expecting difficulties and imagining failure, all of a sudden the carefully stored information is no longer available. Your emotions have barred the way to your inner information store. Do you find yourself reacting in any of the following ways? You find it difficult to concentrate on things. Your memory is letting you down frequently. You have lots of different things on your mind but cannot grasp a clear thought. You are often undecided these days, and this is untypical for you. You make longer to do tasks that you were able to complete quite quickly before. You start lots of things but don't finish any. If yes, then it gives a sign of mental stress present in you. The better you deal with the stress, the less your mental capacity will be affected. The following exercises will help you build better stress resilience and rebalance yourself if your mental capacity has already started to suffer due to stress. First, stop overthinking. When tasks and pressure start building up, the mind can something go into overthinking, and you come to the thought, I wish there was a switch in my head that it could flick and turn off all the thoughts going around in my mind. It is not that easy. There is a technique to help yourself during the problem of overthinking. Say to yourself repeatedly during the day, I have no expectations and I will deal with whatever happens when it happens. When you think about a stressful day that lies in front of you, your thoughts run approximately like this. Oh my god, I have so much to do. I must do X and Y and Z, and after that A and B need to get stored out as well. I don't know how I am going to do it all. I won't even have time to eat. Basically, the day hasn't even started, but you are already in a tease. What is happening is that your mind is racing ahead of you and anticipating how tired and stressed you will feel once you have completed all the tasks ahead. These frantic thoughts start weakening your energy, and as a result, you are entering into a busy day with only half of your normal energy. Then, when you end up shattered at the end of day, you seem to have proved that you were right all along. You had a dreadful day and you feel physically drained. In order to have the maximum energy available at the start of a busy day, use I have no expectation and I will deal with whatever happens when it happens as a form of mantra. You will notice how your body starts relaxing at the thought of no expectations. This relaxation tells you that you have just stopped yourself from wasting valuable energy. You will feel calmer mentally and emotionally as a consequence. Second, self hypnosis. You can use this self hypnosis state to relieve mental stress. Try the following exercise. It becomes easier with your eyes closed. Settle back in a chair and close your eyes. Start counting backwards from 99 to 70. Count slowly to fit in with your breathing. Now, count down from 69 to 30 while imagining walking down the steps of a beautiful staircase. Feel yourself walking down in time with your breathing. See the beautiful grand staircase stretching ahead of you. Imagine the steps are carpeted so that your progress is as effortless as possible. Count down from 29 to 0 while imagining drifting further down in luxurious lift as large as a room carpeted with views of landscapes outside. Watch the decreasing number along with your breathing. As you arrive at 0, the lift doors open and you enter a room that is furnished just as you would like it. It was all your favorite things in it and it is totally private. Find a comfortable chair in your room and settle back in it. Remain there in your imagination until you feel rested and refreshed, then open your eyes again. Third, the screen exercise. When emotions have taken you over, it becomes nearly impossible to think clearly. Then it becomes very easy to make unwise decisions or to agree to something which is not to your advantage. The screen exercise shows you how to step back and emotionally detach yourself from your current situation so that you can see more clearly what is going on. Talking an outsider's point of view and imagining another person in your situation will put a new perspective on your stress problem so you can evaluate more calmly what needs to be done. With your eyes closed, think about the situation that is currently causing you stress. Imagine projecting the situation onto a screen in your mind as if it were a film you were watching. Include only what has really happened, not what you are afraid might happen. Replace yourself in the film with someone else of the same gender. Watch the film as an outside observer. How do you feel about what is going on in the film? What advice would you give the person who is replacing you on the screen? Open your eyes again and act on your own advices. Fourth, anticipating success. When life becomes too hectic, we can end up feeling mentally tied in knots. Nothing seems easy and positive. Pessimism sets in and we cannot see a way out of our current problems. We can open a source of optimism with the technique of anticipating success. Settle back in a chair and close your eyes. Experience with all your senses what it feels like to have achieved something and enjoy the resulting feelings of relief and elation. Hang on to the positive feelings and bring them back with you into the here and now. Open your eyes again. Make sure you don't get all tangled up in considerations about how the situation will resolve itself. It will look after itself as long as you keep your aim firmly in mind. If you stay focused on a positive outcome, you can think more clearly and you will make better decisions which will eventually lead to the desired result. If there could be a number of different positive outcomes, then simply concentrate on visualizing one version today and another version tomorrow. This is not an exercise in correctly predicting the future but rather a way of clearing negative thoughts from your mind and focusing on a positive state.